Well, welcome back to Kitchen Table TCG, everyone. A late night edition of the Flesh and Blood market update. If you're watching this on the actual night, July 20th, congratulations. You win a little prize in the comment section. Give yourself a round of applause down there. Hope you're having yourself a fantastic day. Today we're going to talk about Arcane Rising. We're going to take a look at the box prices as well as the singles prices and ask yourself, is it worth it to open up a booster box of Arcane Rising? Before we get in there, here's all the stuff you need to know about the channel. If you want to support the channel, you can go on over to patreon.com/KitchenTableTCG, where you get access to this collection tracker that does update on all videos like this. You also get access to a discount code from minmaxgamesfab.com, as well as different things from my store website at cavdainsmarket.com. And you can also use my TCG Player affiliate link. Okay, let's hop in and talk about the star of the show, which is Arcane Rising, and see what's going on in the market. Not a ton going on. First edition boxes, there was a sold listing at $18.50 this last week. It was on July 5th, actually, so it wasn't this past week. But July 5th, $18.50. That's the last sold listing. This did come with like a nice sealed acrylic box. Previous to that, one sold for $15.10 on June 28th. There's currently one available in, I think it's actually my Discord server, for $17.50. So I'm kind of setting that as the current price based on something that's available. There was a case that sold on June 29th for $8,000, which would suggest a case premium on this. Would kind of make sense at $2,000 a box. So that's kind of the more recent sales, but things are definitely slowing down as far as people selling and that kind of stuff. But regular unlimited boxes sitting around $95. We'll see, is it worth it to open up an unlimited box here at the end of the video. I have a video. We haven't really seen money moving lately, even nothing really offered. The market for these fables has been completely dead, really dry, and not a whole lot of conversation on it going on, to be honest with you. Unlimited fable, though, it sold for $290. That is up 4.5% this week. So that is on its way up for the eye. Let's talk about first edition, see if there's anything interesting. Legendaries, it doesn't look like anything's changed, but there were a couple sold listings at around these prices. Again, Stormstriders we'll talk about, but first let's talk about Skullcap, selling on July 1st for $1,700. No real huge changes to the second sold listing that we've seen at $1,700, and that's where that price came from. So it didn't really change in price. There was just another one that sold since the last time we've done an update. And then there was a Stormstriders that sold. I did not include this in the pricing. I just wanted to share it with you. I've got Stormstriders at $1,700 still. This one sold. It's got a big print line right across the top of it. So I don't want to label that as like a near mint card, which is kind of what we're trying to track. But this one with a print line did sell for $900. The back of it looks, okay. Looks like a regular card on the back, but that print line really kind of wrecks the grading scale, which is a lot of the people who are buying these cards are looking to do. So definitely affects the value a little bit. Other than that, really nothing selling or no huge changes or much going on. Average price sitting at about $1,400. So all right, let's take a look at regular cold foil commons. We're seeing a lot of softness in these still continuously, especially at the market trends, and people are trying to get money for other things and uprising and whatever. And you're also starting to see some of these cards just see better cards printed that were replacing them, and a lot of stuff just going on in these markets. So a lot of downturns. Hey, I remember when these were $400, $500, $600 each, but this is kind of where things are, down 25-30% across the board on these. Some of them not moving at all. So I guess across the board, your actual price with that vest going up is down 6%. So $190 on average. You can see this is kind of the price point before the big spike. I kind of consider before the spike about $250 was the price that a lot of us were buying these at. And now we're down to $190. So if you look at it that way, if you don't look at this big peak, it doesn't feel quite as bad. If you just kind of look at it as a little weird bubble period there at the earlier time in the game. But anyway, that's where things are. Nothing really going on in the Majestics. Art of War going up to $87 for the non-foil. Blazing Aether down quite a bit, but really no huge changes there. Super Rares, again, nothing really happening. There's just not a lot of business. There's a couple sold listings that are around the same price as previous ones. but not a whole lot of stuff going on. Kind of zero change across the board. Again, same thing is kind of true for the average prices of this. It's about the same price as before that huge bubble. This is a weird one. This is one of those things where we saw a bunch of people sell at the same time way back, if you remember that video. I remember that day distinguished. There was like a best offer accepted on like all the super rares. Really funny, super interesting on the rainbow foil sound. But all right, looking at regular rares, nothing really changing. No changes in any of this. It's kind of a boring update, guys. Sorry. If you're gonna open up a case, you're sitting at about $1,187.19. If you're just opening up one box, it doesn't really change that much. You're sitting about $1,055. You're just going to open up one box. You're sitting at $704. So your value here is in your legendary cold foil. So much of the value is in there. It's unbelievable. If you don't open a legendary cold foil, you're going to lose money, guaranteed. All right, talking about unlimited then. Storm Striders, absolutely pumping. Everyone wants to be playing Icelander right now. There's also still some Kano going on, and Storm Striders, the hot topic right now. Ghastly Arknight up 14% as well to 115. The other one's not really seeing much play. Really weird to see Arknight Skullcap really not seeing a ton of play. I'm wondering if that is due to Crown of Providence seeing some increased usability and that kind of stuff. I don't know all the details on exactly, but it is weird to see that kind of being one of the lower tier legendaries. If you don't have a skull cap, this might be a great time to pick that up, as this is one of the lower prices. I think this is the lowest we've ever seen was in July at $90. So it is kind of on the way up. It's down from last week, but yeah. Anyway, might be a good time to pick up a skull cap if you have not done so already. Looking at the Majestics, up 1% here and up 3% on the regular. A lot of Art of War action. There's a lot of new usability for Art of War. That card is becoming, a staple now, even approaching Command and Conquer prices. It's really seeing a lot of usability and a lot of play as some of these new heroes come out. And a lot of just across the board good stuff. High octane. There's some dash stuff going on there. Not a lot of changes up and down other than that, but good to see some increase in prices here on the unlimited side. Super rares, no massive shifts. Tome of the Aetherwind up, obviously, with the wizard stuff happening. Endless Arrow down. I don't know. Maybe just not working out. I don't know exactly why Endless Arrow is down, to be honest. But Tome of the Aetherwind is up on the rainbow foil side, and then Tome of the Arknight also seeing some increases. Not a very expensive card, but definitely seeing some interest right now. All right, let's move on to see what the value is for you. You're up across the board. If you're going to open up a case, if you're going to open up 40 boxes, you're looking at about $90 a box. You're doing okay on that. If you're just going to open up a case, this is still a good set to open. As long as you hit an Art of War or a Command and Conquer, you're doing fine. This is the difference here for the unlimited side is how much value is made up in the Majestic regular. Keep in mind, you only get 2 in this box, so you can hit a lot of misses on this. But your opportunity for success is actually pretty high if you look at Art of War and Command and Conquer really doing well for you. So, yeah, that's your Arcane Rising market update. If you want access to all that stuff as a collection tracker, head on over to patreon.com/KitchenTableTCG. Thank you to all the patrons. I appreciate you. And we'll see you again next video. Remember to be kind to the people around you.